Hi everyone, this is HM&S video number 14 and you are most welcome for it. Last video we talked about different techniques how you can sort data in Microsoft Excel. We are going to continue with sorting in Excel today by seeing what is called a custom sort in Excel. We're also going to see the difference between vertical and horizontal data and how we can deal with them or how we can sort them. Let's switch on to it and we see how we can use custom sort to sort our data in Microsoft Excel. Now this table shows malaria cases summary in HF Medical Clinic in 2023. This column here shows the number tested for malaria and the total number confirmed positive goes into this column for this particular months here. Still, when you're using custom sort, as I told you last video, whenever you're doing any form of data analysis in Excel, you need to make sure that your data is a proper data set. The first row of the table must be the column headers, then all around the table should have empty cells, and you shouldn't have any empty cell within your data set. So let's see how we can do it. Click on a single cell in your table. There are actually a number of ways you can get to custom sort in Excel. First of all, you can go to Home, and in the editing group, you click on Sort and Filter, and then last video we talked about A to Z, Z to A. There's also custom sort. When you click on custom sort, you get the sort dialog box. You can click on this X to close it, cancel to close it, or use the keyboard escape to close it. Also, when you go to data, in the sort and filter group, there's also sort. When you click, you also get to the sort dialog box. You click to cancel. You can also right click, come to sort, then down below the options you have custom sort. You click, you get to the same sort dialog box. I'm going to hit escape to close it. The keyboard shortcut to open sort dialog box is Alt+ASS, and it opens for you the same dialog box. Now it has a number of options that we are going to see how we can use them. But before we even continue, you always have to make sure that my data as headers is selected. Watch what happened to this data set if I unchecked my table as header. For now, Excel is highlighting the range it's going to sort, and it's excluding the table headers. Remember, we didn't even bold the table headers, but Excel is still treating it as a table header. So once you uncheck my table as header, watch what happens. Click to unselect. The headers are also included among the data to be sorted, and that's not what we want. So always make sure my table as headers is checked. I want to sort the number confirmed positive from Z to A or in descending order. Now the sort dialog box has three areas that we always use to sort our data. There is a sort by area, the sort on, and then the order of sorting. Now in the sort by, when you click on the drop down arrow, it has the column headers, like the months, the tested, and the confirmed. Those are the column headers. So you select the column where you want to sort. So for our case, we want to sort confirm positive column. Then on the sort on, you select whether you want to sort on cell values, cell color, font color, or the conditional formatting icons. For our case, we want to sort on cell values. And then in the order, since these are numbers, it is smallest to largest. When you click, there's also largest to smallest. For our case, we want to sort largest to smallest. So you click on largest to smallest. So once you have already clicked those three options, then you come to OK. When you click OK, your data will automatically get sorted, as you see here. The biggest one on top, then it moves on. So from here, we can easily see that it was in March that the highest number of positive cases was confirmed. Now, when you scroll to the side, we also have another data set here showing the lengths of research calls to country agents in the order of calls. So the first call was made to India, and it took 2.5 hours. The lengths are in hours. The second one was made to Nigeria, and it took 3 hours and 10 minutes. So it goes on like that. And the last call was also made to India, and it took 1 hour and 10 minutes. So we want to see how we can sort the case sensitive data. For example, if you see in this data set, the person who was recording it was not minding so much about the cases. The first call was made to India, and the person recorded it starting with the uppercase. The third call was also made to India, and the person recorded it starting with the lowercase. So it goes on like that for all these countries. So we want to see what happens when you sort the data having different cases, like for this case here. Click within your data set, Alt+SS to go to the sort dialog box. First of all, make sure my table as header is selected. Then you come to the sort by, you click. This time around we are sorting by country. We are sorting on cell values, and then we are sorting A to Z. Now when you click OK, you see how it got sorted. Now the Ethiopia, which is starting with the uppercase, followed by Ethiopia, which was recorded in lowercase. Again, Ethiopia, which was recorded in uppercase, came on. After Ethiopia is done, it came to India. The India, which was recorded in uppercase, came in. Then the India, which was recorded in lowercase, also came in uppercase. Now, since there was no longer any uppercase, it put the lower cases now. So I'm going to Control Z to undo that. Now let's see. What if we want to tell Excel that mind about the cases in this data set as we sort? You click on a single cell, Alt ASS to open the sort dialog box. Make sure my table as header is selected. On the sort by country. In the sort on, we are sorting on cell value. Then we are sorting A to Z. But before we click OK, there's this options. When you click on options, we have the case sensitive option here. Now by default, Excel doesn't mind about the cases, and it doesn't put cases into consideration. If you want Excel to consider cases, you check the case sensitive button here. Now once you check that one, you click OK, and Excel will now put the cases in consideration. Now let's see what happened when you click OK. Now once you tell Excel to consider cases, this is how Excel sort it. It puts the one which is having the lower cases first, then followed by the upper cases, like this one for Ethiopia. Then it came to India, it puts the lower cases for India first, and then now the upper cases for India followed. Then come to Nigeria, lower cases first, then upper cases followed. So that's how Excel sort when you're putting cases in consideration. We have another data set here showing Ildefon's gymnastic team floor exercise artistic gymnastic results. So this is the result from gymnastic players. So these are the total scores after summing the scores from the execution and difficulties for each players. So we want to sort these scores here from A to Z. But guess what? This data set is actually not a proper data set. Reason being, it's a horizontal data set. Now what is the difference between a horizontal data set and a vertical data set? The difference is only how you set your table headers. Like for our case, the table headers are set in rows. Row 1 has players, row 2 has the scores for execution, and then row 4 has the total scores. But for a proper data set, the table headers are always set in column. It's actually very difficult for you to do that analysis if your data set is set horizontally like this. Now, if you want to sort a horizontal data set, then you need to use custom sort. So you click in a single cell, Alt ASS, it opens for you the sort dialog box. Now for this case, since this one is not a proper data set, you need to uncheck my table as header, because as you can see right now, the record for row 19 is not selected because Excel is thinking that that one is our table headers. So you need to uncheck my table as headers. That is the first thing you need to do. Now I just want you to realize something here. When you come to the sort by, you will see that it's talking of sort column A, column B, column C. Because immediately we uncheck my data as header, it's no longer seeing the first row in our table as the table headers. So it's now putting column A, column B, column C. But still we don't want to sort by columns. So what you do, you need to come to options. So by default in the orientation, it's always sort top to bottom. That is what we have actually been doing all along. But now if you want to sort from left to right in a horizontal data, then you need to come to orientation, then you select sort left to right and you click OK. Now when you come to the sort by now and you click, instead of sorting column, it's now row 19, row 20, row 21 up to row 22. And those are the rows that are having our data. We want to sort our data by row 22 because row 22 is the row where the scores are sitting. On the sort on, we are sorting cell values, and then in the order, we are sorting smallest to largest. When you click OK, watch what happened. Even our table headers got sorted, and that's not what we want. So I'm going to Control Z to undo that. One very important point you need to know when you're sorting your data left to right or when you're sorting horizontal data is that you need to highlight the range you want to sort first before you go to the sort dialog box. And when you are highlighting that range, make sure the column where your headers are sitting is not highlighted to prevent it from getting sorted. So for this case, we have to highlight from column B, and we highlight all this data set here. Then go to the custom sort dialog box, Alt ASS. Make sure my table as header is not selected, you unchecked it. You come to options. In the orientation, select sort left to right. Then you click OK. Now, when you come to the sort by, you click sort by row 22. We are sorting on cell values, and then smallest to largest, or ascending order is what we want in the order. You click OK. And once you do that, you can see that our scores are now sorted from smallest to biggest. Again, we have the same data set we used last video showing Pepsi products sold in June 2024. We want to see how we can sort the same data set using custom sort. Just like last video, we did it without using this custom sort. So you click on a single cell, Alt ASS to open the sort dialog box. Make sure my table has header, but wait a second. My table as header is grayed out. When you try to click it, you cannot click it. When you're using custom sort and you see this happening, come to options. It's trying to sort from left to right. So you come to orientation, you change it back to top to bottom. When you click OK, you can now come back and you select my table as header. Once you do that, the first row in your table is now considered as table headers. Come to sort by, you click, let's say sort by regions, and we're sorting cell colors A to Z. When you click OK, you can now see that our regions are now sorted from A to Z. After central, you come to eastern, just like that. Now I'm going to Control Z to undo that. What if you want to sort multiple columns like we did last video? Alt ASS. First of all, come to options, change this back to sort top to bottom. You click OK. Now come and select my table as header. Now once you do that, you come and do sort by. Region is going to be our major sort, so you do the major sort first. Then we are sorting region on cell values, and we are sorting regions from A to Z. Now what you need to do for the minor sorts, you need to add levels now, and those levels are going to be sorted within the regions. So you add levels. So instead of sort by, it is going to be then by. You click, and we are going to sort by agents, also cell values, and then we do A to Z, and then we do add another level, then by, click. I'm going to sort by product, cell value, A to Z, then by, add another level, click, amount, cell values, instead of smallest to largest, I'm going to click, then sort largest to smallest. But I want to sort exactly the way we sorted last video. So last video we didn't sort products. So I'm going to click on the level that is having the product. You click to select it, and then I'm going to come to delete levels. By the way, you can also come to any level here. You click, then instead of adding the level, you come and copy level. Once you do that, it gets a copy of the same level, so you can simply edit it. But that's not what we want. If you try to do Control Z here, it doesn't work. So you need to select it, and then you delete. When you click OK, you can see that the regions are sorted from A to Z, that is from central. Then after central, you come to eastern. And also when it comes to agents, the first agent is Chong, and within the central region, which is our major sort, it came Juma. Then after Juma, it comes to Nekesa. Then afterwards, it comes to the second region, that is eastern, starting with Chong, also just like that. This is exactly how we sorted our data last video. So the only difference is like this. When you're sorting it like the way we did it last video using the A to Z button and O to Z to A button, you need to do the major sort last. And when you're using the sort dialog box, you have to do the major sort first. That is the only difference. We have the same data set again, but now this time around I have the color codings like the way we also added last video, and I've also added the icons in the same data like last video, and it's also following the same rules. When the products were delivered, I give it a green cell color and a white font color. When the products are sold while it's raining, I give it a blue cell color and a white phone color, and then when the customer qualifies for after sales service, I give it a dark blue cell color and an orange phone color. Then for the icons, when the number of crate is greater than 50, I give you a tick. When it's exactly 50, I give you an exclamation mark or a warning, and when it's less than 50, I give you a cross. Those are the conditions and the rules I've used. So we want to see how can we sort by colors and icons using custom sort. You click on a single cell, Alt ASS to go to sort dialog box. My table as header is selected. Then you come to sort by. Since for that particular record, the entire row within the table is color coded, it doesn't matter which column you sort by. You click any column. I'm going to click on product because this time around we're not sorting on cell values. You're actually sorting on cell color. And then once you sort on cell color, Excel is wise enough to know that there are actually 3 different cell colors here. I'm going to sort by green. You click on green, and do you want to put the green on top or at the bottom? Let's say on top. Now once you click OK, you can see that all the records color coded green put on top. I'm going to Control Z to undo that. Whatever you want to put it at the bottom, it's also possible. Alt ASS, select any column, sort by cell color, and then you put on, let's this time around use blue, and then instead of on top, you put on the bottom. When you click OK, click on the data set, control down arrow, you can see that the record's color coded blue is put at the bottom. I'm going to Control Z to undo that. Alt ASS, instead of cell values, let's say font color, I'm going to click on orange, then you put it on top. When you click OK, you can see that the orange font color is already on top. I'm going to Control Z to undo that. Now let's see how we can sort by icons. Alt ASS, conditional formatting icon. Now I want to come to those people who are given warning, then I put them on top. You can also put them on the bottom, but I'm going to put them on top. Click. These are the people that are given warning. I'm going to Control Z to undo that. Now let's see, is it possible to do all of them at once? Yeah, it's possible with custom sort. You click Alt ASS to open the custom sort dialog box, or simply the sort dialog box. I'm going to sort region first by cell values A to Z. Add level, then by, I'm going to select any column here. Instead of cell values, I'm going to say cell color, and then those are having green, I'm going to put them on top, and then add level, click, you come to amount, largest to smallest. I'm going to highlight the last level, copy level. Instead of having the same information, I'm going to change it. Click, I'm going to go to number of crates, click, conditional formatting icon, that's what I'm going to sort on. And then I want to see those ones that are having less than 50 crates sold. So the first sort, which is our major sort, I'm sorting by region A to Z. Then I'm putting the one which is having the green cell color on top. Then I'm sorting the amount from largest to smallest. Then at the same time, I'm putting the one that are having the cross on top also. Let's see what happens if you do that. Actually, let's add one more level. And in this level, I'm going to say any column. Instead of cell value, I'm going to put font color. And then I'm going to put those one having orange font color. And I'm going to put them on the bottom. Let's see what happens. Click OK. Now you can see that regions are sorted from A to Z. The amount is sorted from Z to A, or in descending order. We are sorting this within the region. So the region is our major sort. So within the central region, we have the green that are in the central region on top. Then when you scroll down, even the amount is sorted from Z to A. The warning came in, and then we told Excel to put for us the one that are having the cross at the bottom. So for each regions, the cross is at the bottom. Now after you finish the central region, you come to the next region, which is the eastern region. And within the eastern region, we have the amount sorted from Z to A, or in descending order. And then the green put on top. And then those one having the icon of a cross is put at the bottom. Just like this one, you can see them, they are at the bottom. After finishing that, you go to the next region just like that. So that is it for this video. We have one more video that we are going to talk about sorting in Microsoft Excel, and that we are going to see it in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and like if you found this video interesting. Until next video, HM&S video number 15, and then we meet again. Thank you.